Good morning, good morning, good morning, good people. Good morning. If I was a betting man, which I am, so I don't know why I didn't actually put a bet on. Last night after Amorim's press conference, I kind of had the feeling that that was it. I really had a feeling that that was it. Lo and behold, we wake up today. Amorim is sacked. Amorim is sacked, guys. I want to know what everyone thinks about this. I really want to know what people think about this. Amram sacked Mr. Wilcox. It looks like a falling out with the sporting director. For me, sporting directors, if like what Amram yesterday in his press conference, what did he say? He said that I want to be a manager, not a coach, and that kind of told me that. And that kind of told me that he's not exactly like in charge fully as he wants to be. They hired him as a manager, and he's being told that he's a coach. Basically, he's got someone else dictating to him how to play football, how to sort of formations and stuff. And soon as that was made clear, I think the club reacted, boy, and just said, "Look, we can't have this guy take us with him. Like, we got to say that it's down to performances, and the performances haven't been great. They haven't, but this season, start of the season, we played Arsenal. We played them off the pitch, man. Played them off the pitch. There's so much has happened. I haven't done anything in Man United wise in a while, guys. So um, I'm gonna start. Although the top story is Amarim being sacked, I want to talk about Sesko's performances in well, the last since he's been back. He's had what's he had like? He's had a running of about 3 or 4 games where he started, and I went to see him. I watched him at Villa as well, guys. So I've seen him in the flesh, and I was like, "Who is this? Who is this guy that we signed? Who is this guy?" And not in the good way either. Not in the good way. He looks slow. He looks sluggish. Um, People are so quick to slag off Xerxes, and oh, good God. For me, I feel like we're going to see it. And I did make a video the other day, guys, didn't I? I made a video and I said it. Just the witch. Just the witch is dead. The witch is dead. A lot of people feel like that. A lot of people feel like that. And don't get me wrong, yeah. Oh yeah. 100, 100. 1 second. Let me get my headphones back up and stuff. Mm, 1 second. I want to get the fans' perspective, so that's what it's all about. So bear with me a second. Let me get my headphones on. I want to hear what people are thinking. But the question, though, guys, I'm elated. Love that. Love that. All right. Let's get some. Let's get some. Let me just set it up quickly a second. Manage guest settings. Change layout. Let me just get the layout sorted, guys. 1 sec. No. Save. Set now. Set now. Let me just sort this out. Oh God. Do 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 do. Let's put that. Just sorry, buddy. Let me just sort this quickly out. The man said he's elated. He's absolutely elated. So let's just get this sorted. So get that there. Put that down there. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Let's do the. Come with me, and you'll be in a world of your imagination. Right. Come true, Brandon. Come true, Brandon. Come to. How we doing? You alright, bro? I'm in mixed feelings. I've got mixed feelings today. I don't know why. I've got mixed feelings. Yeah. Yep. 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 But let me just put this to you. Okay, so you've got a sporting director. You've got a sporting director. So this, what is the sporting director's job? That guy's basically in charge of running the club. And in term, and I imagine that he also sort of does the scouting, does the sort of youth setup and everything. Why isn't this guy getting fired? Well, yeah, Jason Wilcox, yeah, the sporting director. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What? Yeah. Oh my god! I was gonna make a video. Do you know what? I've been so angry lately. I've not made videos lately, and I was gonna title the video "Stubborn Beasted." Like literally, someone's just put, "Why aren't we calling out Luke Shaw?" For me, guys, for me, as much as I want to dig out Luke Shaw, as much as I can, like he has been asked to play as a back in a back three, as the left centre back. And he's done okay. I can't lie. He's done okay in that role. You can't really shit on him. First game of the season, he put Saka in his place. Literally bossed him. Saka didn't get a touch that game. I can't. I really wish. No, Luke Shaw's problem normally is that he gets injured all the time. But sorry, Brendan, where were you, buddy? Yeah, 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 yeah. I, no, it's definitely the system, and right at the start of it, when this is what I was really worried about this guy because right at the start he comes in, he says, right, I want to play this back three, and we've got Harry Maguire as the main centre back in midfield, and he's not in the central defence, sorry, and he's not a baller, like he's technically enough, but he's not someone that you want to be playing out the back to, and under immense pressure, like under a really high press. If you put John Terry in that sort of situation with Wayne Bridge or something like that, and I don't know, like even Gallas to the right of them, put them as a back three, and you tell John Terry to play out the back under pressure like that, he's going to cause problems. And Maguire really sort of stepped up for me a little bit of that, especially with his goals anyway. But for me, that just rang alarm bells. What yeah, one sec. Wait, we got another person in there. We've got another person. Who wants to come in? Who wants to come in? All right, let's brace. Heartbroken. Yeah. What are we saying, bud? What are we saying? What are we saying, bro? I'm fantastic, man. Are you happy about the news today? Are we back with Delit, Martinez, Ahmed over Harry Maguire, Shaw, and Mount? Mount, I don't know. Sorry, I missed that. Sorry, I was trying to read a thing there. The Glazers you were blaming, yeah? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, go for it, Brandon. Brandon, respond, sir. Mm. Uh, I went to watch the game. I went to watch the game and I watched it in person, and obviously, but what something that really struck a chord to me was, first of all, we were the better team on the day. To be honest, like they just have they got Rogers in for. They got Rogers in form, and Euro made some mistakes, like defending basic mistakes that he really should have made. But Villa, one thing you got to say, I looked at their midfield. They have got athletes. I was even watching Fulham. I was watching Fulham play Liverpool yesterday, and even in their midfield, the way these guys were pinging the ball around, like for me, we just like for the life of me, all I was screaming out at the beginning of the season was, we need a big, strong guy, a big, strong, technical midfielder that's got energy, that's got youth, that can get around the pitch, that can put a big, strong press on everyone. We need that. He don't even have to be the best player, because apparently, we've got watching Casemiro yesterday was heartbreaking, to be honest with you. But sorry, I'm missing all the comments. Luke Shaw sprints, man. Come on, man. Luke Shaw. He's been playing left centre back, bro. You got to give the guy a break, and he's done okay. Look at that ball that came in yesterday, where he cleared it at the back post. Like if he didn't clear that header, most of the time balls go down one side. They cross the ball in, and there's obviously everyone just looks up like that, go, and then there's someone at the back post header it in. So he done his job yesterday, Luke Shaw. Sorry, anyone else want to take it? That's that's it. You legs, athletic ability, man. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, and all he has to do, like realistically, all he has to do is put him in a 4-3-3. Let when Mbumo and Ahmad come back, someone left, someone. I would put Cunha through the middle. Like I'm telling you guys, we cannot rely Sesko. Sesko is gonna kill us. Like we can't rely on it. Like if we're gonna, he's gonna get one or two really good chances, which he is getting, and he's missing them in the worst kind of way. The guy's got no passion. Like I seen him at Villa, and I was watching him off the ball. There were times where he was trying to make runs. He weren't getting the ball weren't coming, and he was just like like he didn't care. Like there's no anger, there's no passion. Like like he's a big guy. I want to see more. Like he needs to show more. He needs someone like we're stuck with him now. We need an old school striker to come and school him. Like because he needs to do more. I wouldn't trust him anyway. Personally, I wouldn't trust this Sesko kid up front. Wouldn't trust him. Yeah, he's upsetting me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, but you can say that no matter what happens, like I've got someone that gives me stick all the time. Like he's like, "Oh, Man United, we can't attract players anymore." Like I said to him, no matter what happens, Man United is always going to be a big draw. We got Cunha, we got Mbumu. Like these are players that could have had plenty of options, I'm sure. So the money's there. Like, who is spending this fucking money? Like, someone, like, imagine at your job, yeah, if you make a mistake and it costs the company even 1,000 quid, mate, they're going to be looking at you like you're going to get fired. Like, that's going to be a big deal. These guys are spending 50, 60, 40, like millions on shit players when the safest bet would have been to sign, like I said it right at the start of the season. Like, a lot of people gave me a stick for it. I said, look, do not waste any money on a striker. Like, we've got Hoyland and Xerxes. I know everyone's on Xerxes back at the minute, but with the wingers, with Cunha and Mbeumo and Ahmed mixing up together, there's enough service there for chances. There's enough services there, and Xerxes scored a couple of goals for us as well. Um, I just think for the start of the season to not have a midfielder, that's on Amram. You know for a fact you needed that midfielder, and you don't sign him. You say, right, Casemiro that can't run is our man. The guy yesterday was running, and he looked like he was running with crutch sticks. Like, it was so bad. No, yeah. It, Yeah, you had it just had to be done, mate. It just to be and that's unforgivable to not sign any midfielder. And like, for me, yeah, you look at all the teams in the Premier League. Most of them, not being funny or anything like that, most of them have got some really fast, athletic midfielder in their midfield that just crushes. He's not particularly good. He's not particularly. He's not Xavi or Iniesta, but he's a crusher. Most teams have got that in their midfield. We've got Casemiro and Ugarte. Like, I would trade one big, strong African brother that can just run and crush people. Like, for both of them two players. Like, I swear to God, you need athletic ability, especially if you're going to play Bruno in that midfield, just two men. Yesterday, I don't know if you saw how many times just one ball or one pass literally just like cut our midfield up in half. Like, is oh, sorry, we got someone else. Okay, Jow, let's see what you want. See what you got, sir. Mm, Hello, hello, hello. Mm, Hello. How we doing? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts, sir? Okay. Yeah. Answer me. Are we better with Delit, Martinez, and Ahmed over Harry? Okay, sure. Yeah. I don't. I'm not sure, buddy, but I know we didn't get him. I can tell you that. You don't think it's anything to do with the formation? You sound like Amrin. You sound like Amrin, bro. What? let me say about the four. Let me just say, like, just look at, if you've been watching the team lately. Martinez and Aiden Heaven have built up a sick partnership together. They work really, really well together. It's a good partnership. They need a good solid left back and a good solid right back next to them, and we've got something really solid there. Like, they're doing really well. Like, you've got Cunha and Mbumu. Yeah, let's before, but Cunha, Cunha, Cunha. You took. You had me there, Jesus. Yeah, I was getting confused. I was getting confused. No worries, go for it again, buddy. Yeah, I know. I know. But what? But what? I just gotta say this. People always talk about owners to me, like, and I get it. The club might be running. We might not be upgrading stuff like in the club and stuff. But for me, as a fan, selfishly, all I care about is that the fact that you produce money to buy players. We spent nearly, what is it? What, someone spent 1.6 billion over the last, what is it? Over the last 10 years. That's a hell of a lot of money they've invested. They've invested a lot of money. Whoever's bought these players, yeah, go for it. Go for it. Yeah, go. Criminal, criminal, criminal. Yeah, but that's it. But is that? Yeah. I'm not sure, buddy. For me, I'm a very simple person. The way I look at it, managers come in. I think what Amram said yesterday in the press conference was that he came to be a manager, not the coach. That tells me that someone else is pulling strings. He doesn't have the full control. So if that's the case, and he didn't get the players that he wanted, then he's got an argument. But still, I think personally, I've managed football, like, 10 years, like, still, if you give me the team that we've got, I still think we beat a 10-man Everton. I still think that we beat West Ham. I still think we beat some of these teams, like, just in a simple 4-4-3, 4-3-3. Sorry, this overcomplication, like, just watch most teams, like, with a good attacking winger, like, he sits out wide on the fullback on the shoulder. Someone gets the ball, they pass it to him, and he cooks the fullback, puts the cross in. Simple football. I don't understand why it has to be so complicated. Hmm. But what I would say as well, though, what I would say as well, if Amorim comes in, let's just pretend everything's against him. Like he came in with his 3-4-3 formation that he wanted to play, and the club promised him everything. They didn't give it to him. The moment the season starts, the transfer window shuts. You have to work with the players that you have. If for you to think that you can come to Manchester United from the Portuguese leagues and play how you want in your system and not make adjustments, even though we're getting battered and finishing 17th place, then you've got an ego problem. Like no one can do that. No manager can come to another country and say, I'm going to play my system. This is how we're going to play. I don't care if we finish 17th. Bullshit. He should have been sacked when he lost the game to Tottenham, mate. Sorry, that honestly that just brought back the Tottenham vibes for me in that Europa League final, man. Seriously, I was just, yeah. Everyone's struggling. Everyone's struggling, bro. The Premier League, people are getting it twisted. People are saying the league shit this year. It's not that. The Premier League is getting competitive. Everyone spoke about Wolves and how rubbish they are and blah blah blah. Most of the games I watched, every time I watched Wolves play, they lost by the odd goal. They were doing okay. Most of the games. Look, yesterday they beat Everton yesterday 3-0. They're not some. It's the league's just competitive, and what's making it competitive? Managers are saying, guess what? If you don't have the best technical, if I can't get the best technical player, I'm getting the biggest, nastiest, physicalest, fastest, paciest player that I can get that just crushes people. Like I'm telling you, the Premier League has become if you don't have athletes in that midfield, you are screwed unless you've got ballers, proper ballers, that can hold the ball under pressure, that can shield it, that can receive it under pressure. Unless you've got that, you need physicality. And that's what everyone is doing. There's no rocket science to it. Most midfielders have got a big, strong African brother in there. He's faster than everyone on the pitch and he's chopping everyone down. Yeah, yeah, for sure. For sure. Anderson. Anderson. Yeah. Uh, and have you seen Garner as well, boy? Garner looks decent. I saw him. I saw him pre-season when we played when we played Everton pre-season. I was watching him. I was like, who the fuck's this kid outplaying all our players? Outplaying our players. I was like, who the fuck's that? And I was like, that's one of our youth. And then he went to Nottingham Forest and learned his craft. The guy's decent. Like I'm just telling you, if we had if we just bought two bog standard midfielders that are techie, got a bit of pace, got a bit of can receive the ball under pressure, and put them in that midfield with Amram's system that he wanted, we'd do 10 times better. You can't be coming in with no handicap sort of we can't be playing it. We're already playing against it. Bruno wants to go forward. Yeah, go. Go on, buddy. What I would say is we need transparency. If the manager's coming in and the manager's not picking his players, not picking the style of players, not getting the full control that he wants, then if he doesn't perform, the person that hires him has to leave. They just have to go. We don't know how much control. Amram yesterday was very upset. He said, I'm come to be the manager, not the coach. That tells you everything that you need to know, guys, already. Nice. Yeah. 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 And he and yeah, but he won the FA Cup though. That's the thing. I would have thought I thought winning the FA Cup would have brought him some grace, really, because European football. I thought it would have given him some. As long I've resigned the idea from the idea of us winning the Premier League. I don't think it's going to happen for a very long time until we get our shit together. But I do want us to build. I do want us to finish like top four every season and maybe win something. If it's the Europa League or the FA Cup, I'll be more than happy with that. Obviously, you want more, but I've lived to see Man United win two Champions Leagues. I'm not unreasonable. Loads of FA Cups, loads of Premier Leagues. Like I'm not fans that think, oh, we have to win everything. Like, it's not going to happen like that. It's going to take time. But players, mm, go on, buddy. Mm, yeah, yeah. I think we I think the top five positions get Champions League football. I think we're more than good enough to get top five. I feel like we have to sign a big dog. I don't care if he's not a big name. We need a big, strong, athletic brother in that midfield that can just crush it. That can win balls. Like do the sort of a Papa Diop. We need someone, a Diarra. These players aren't the best technical. They're just players that can break up play, read the danger. Caicedo, look at him, man. What's in the Brighton water, man? How are they producing all these players? Oh, let me guess what they're doing. They're finding young. They're finding young, fast, strong, athletic, technical black players and fucking putting them in their team. There's no rocket science to it. There's literally no rocket science. Kanate as well. There's no rocket science to it. You get that. Guess what happens? Like, anyone that's played football, like I played football and I played against I played against players that are really good players. Like, if I'm when I in my youth, I was a very fast and very strong. As long as I knew I was faster than someone, like he ain't going nowhere. I can take him down. He ain't going nowhere. These players are strong, fast, and technical. And this is what I would say as well. Why aren't we doing better with our recruitment of our youth? Where are all these, like, God bless Fletcher's sons coming through at the minute. Like, for me, they don't look like players to me. Like, Rooney was 16 when, like, he was playing against men. Something's gone wrong. Like, for me, we're wasting. I was watching some other guys talking about it as well. The youngsters are wasting way too much time playing under 18s and under 21s football. These players need to be playing against men. They need to play against men so they can adjust their game. Look at Cheeto. You watch Cheeto, and he looks like a big man. He looks like a man running against little kids when he plays football, like, against the under 18s and stuff. He's not learning nothing. He can't do that he can't do that against men. So he'd be better off playing men. So we need to get a reasonable standard of non-league men together and get like a league of non-league men and make them play the youth, make them play the youngsters, like, because these youngsters ain't learning. Look at Jude Bellingham, like, 16 in Dortmund's midfield, learning his craft. These players need to stop. Yeah, 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 yeah. Mm, yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm. This Greg guy just doesn't like Harry Maguire, freaking Luke Shaw, boy. Luke Shaw, what can you say about Luke Shaw? The one thing, like watching him at Villa, I was getting pissed off with him. Like, he's no good under pressure. Like, whenever there's pressure, I was watching yesterday, and I was watching Martinez hold the ball for way too long and giving it to Luke Shaw under pressure. And what happens? You're going to lose the ball. It's not going to happen. Like, he's too scared to play a through ball. Like, what's wrong with an old? I was watching him against Villa, and literally so many times he gets the ball out wide. He can just literally play a through ball, let Sesko run it. And Sesko made the runs. I was watching him. Sesko was making those runs. The balls never came. He preferred to go back. One thing our manager, like, yeah, I can't remember who was talking. One of the pundits were talking about it. The play, we're holding the ball way too long. If there's no pass, move the ball. If you haven't got a killer pass, move the ball. Don't hold it. Give everyone a chance to get back in position. It's too slow. Yeah, sorry, user. Coming through. I'm true now. Yeah. Uh, yeah. For me, look, listen. What can the owners do? All owners can do is spend money on the best coaches and the best players, and they've been doing that. You can't argue that they haven't been doing it. Sorry, buddy. User, come true. User, come true. What's happening? Yes, thank you. Yep. 100%. 100%. Yeah, 100. Yeah, he shamed him yesterday, and he made it very clear that he's not been fully in charge, and he's not been getting what he wants. And I feel like, yeah, that he's got an argument there. Yeah, yeah. Mm, mm, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, to take off Xerxes at halftime after he scored the goal. I couldn't, but and brought on Fletcher that just like melted in that midfield. Couldn't believe it. Like, how could you do that? Like, he scored the goal. Like, trust me, guys, I'm telling you, Sesko needs help. He needs mentoring. He ain't right for Man United. He ain't ever gonna be Man United striker. I can tell you that now. Like, you rely on this guy at our peril. We will like you. Like, if we had Danny Welbeck up front from the start of the season, I'll add you in a second, okay, buddy. If we had Danny Welbeck up front at the start of the season, we're in top four place right now, guys. I'm guarantee it. Uh, all against the lower, against the lower teams as well. I looked at the stats. All it's not so he's not a big game. You don't rely on this guy on the big games. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Yeah, yes, for sure. Mm. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I think what you need as well is someone to be someone you need some sort of family dynamic in the team. So you need someone that actually care, like you, maybe it's the youth, maybe you need something from the youth or something, someone like, that knows a little bit about the club, someone that, like, I don't know, just you need someone. Oh yeah, 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%. That's what we need. That's what we need right now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't necessarily mind not having not. I don't necessarily. I think for me, my perfect formation would probably be something like a. I don't know. I would just keep it simple, a 4-3-3. But that holder needs to be someone that's got some pace, got some strength, got a little bit of technical ability about them. They need something in there. I wouldn't even mind getting Pogba. Yeah, but this is what I'll say to that though. If you don't get what you want, you make the noise and you make it very clear. You say, look, I would have stand in my ground. Like, like he said, he wants to be the manager, not the coach. I would have stand in my ground. I would have said, look, if you don't give me what I want, I'm going. What's the point? There's no point here. Like, I'm going. Yeah, obviously, yeah, obviously. There is a small matter, a bit of money there. Yeah, there is a small. Yeah, yeah, but principles is obviously. Yeah, I get it, but yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, me too. Me too. I generally, but it doesn't. It like passion. Some passion. These players need a rocket up their ass. Like just passion. Someone just yeah. Mm. Oh, yeah. Mm. Mm. Yeah, that was the minimum requirement for Amram this season. Top six. No, 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 no. 100%. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm, yeah. Yeah. Uh, mm. Uh, I don't know, man. I just we're not a million miles away. Where we are now, let's just be real. We're not a million miles away. Like, there's been clear progression this season. I can say that. I can obviously see that. Like, it no, 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 no. Mm, mm, yeah, yeah, mhm. Well, we did have Kobe Mainu. Obviously, we had him when he wasn't injured, Yeah, but I would have just tweaked the system to get Kobe Mainu in. Like, the guy was flying. Like, even in the Europa League, when he came on and got the equalizer for us. Like, and for England as well to the final. He's a good player, but maybe not just. I think most players would struggle to play in this team in the two central midfield with Bruno that wants to go forward, and whoever's left there trying to fill that gap. Well, people, I think they will they will always take it because like they know they're going to be given. Most managers are given 100 to 200 million just to bring players in. Like, their players. Mm, mm, yeah. Yeah, that's it's very painful when you think about that we chase Marcus Rashford out the club. Like, you trying to. I would have said to Rashford, like, I don't care, buddy, what you want. You're contracted. We need you to play as number nine. Just be our number nine. That's all you have to do. Like, if he was up front instead of Sesko, good God, man. Like, just having pace, given that different dynamic. Sesko can't. He can control the ball, but he can't fucking run. He gets the ball under his the ball. As soon as he starts running, it's fucking embarrassing. Like, he just runs into a player. It's so bad. And that chance that he had, that cutback, like, what sort of finish is that? Everyone knows the ball comes to you. No, like, even an average Sunday league striker isn't going to go near post. Open your body up, put it across goal. It's in. Like, it's in. The keeper can't get down. He fucking don't even hit the target. If my bloody under 18's done that, I'd fucking take the striker off straight away. Like, you can't do that, and he's got no passion. The guy's got no passion. He just walks around looking like all dirty. Like, and I watched him 10 minutes off the ball at Villa. He's got no passion. I get it. He's a young kid, and it's probably not his fault. The pressure is probably way too big for him for an unproven talent. But like you said when you came in, what we need is proven talent now to get just to keep us, just to build a spine of proven players. That's what we need. Mm. Yeah, he's not. He's not that good. I'm sure, 100%. Yeah. I would say Rashford was 18 when he came and made his debut, and I could see the player. This is what I mean. You can see players, like, you can see a player that's going to be a player. I don't know who's telling people about this Sesko. Who would spend 70 million? I saw Rashford at 18, and he's a player. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Brandon, thanks, bro. Thanks, bro. I'll give you a follow, bro. Thanks for coming in. Yeah. Peace, bro. Peace, peace, peace. I'll give. I saw someone been trying to get in for a while. Malito been trying to get in for a while. Let's get this guy in quickly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hear you, bro. Mm-hmm. Not. Yeah. 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 Malito, what's going on, bro? Hello. You're happy, yeah? I don't think. Let me just quickly jump in there. I think there are managers right now, and Jamie Carragher even said this. There are managers right now in the Premier League that are saying if they had our squad, they would be doing totally better than what we're doing now. Like there's man management. Like I watched Fulham. If anyone watched Fulham play Liverpool last night, and I was watching them play. Oh my god! I was thinking, who the hell's in their midfield? We could use them right now, technical, playing under pressure, and do you know what it is? Some managers are able to get something out of players that other managers aren't. And this manager does not improve players. Like I can't think of anyone that's got really good. And not one player I can think of that has got better under Ruben. Not one. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. No, no. Mm, yeah. Yeah. Malito, my brother, is 100% right. I think personally, I've managed under 18s football, nowhere near anything. I think if you give me the players that we had last season, I do not finish 15th place. No chance. I'm telling you, you don't. You have to think, guys. You have to think. These are professional players. They don't need the coaching that you give Sunday league players. They you. you give it no, you give assist, like, someone said once, actually, someone used Ronaldo as an example when Ferguson brought him on. When Ronaldo came on, he ran down the wing, took everyone on, and someone said, do you think Alex Ferguson told him how to do that? Do you know what I mean? No, these players, you let them cook. Let them cook. We have Rashford. When we had what's his face, Ganacho, like on either side of the wings. Let them cook. The problem was this back three bullshit. Harry Maguire. That's what killed everyone. Yeah, free. Yeah. Yeah, peace, bro. Peace, bro. Peace, bro. Thanks for coming in, bro. I'll give you a follow. Yeah, yeah, cool, bro. Cool, bro. Yeah. Yeah, I just personally think, yeah, I think so too. As long as Sesko, as long as we're not relying on Sesko to score the goals. If you want to, if Sesko has to be on the bench and come on as a super sub and earn his space, he can't be given a dedicated starting spot. Like, you wrote, I was so against buying this guy because I was like, another unproven Premier League striker to waste money on. What's the point? We may as well have just kept Hoyland and Xerxes and just rotated them. Like, I already knew. Like, I wish I can go back and show you all the videos. You lot all can. Like, the unproven young talent in Germany, in Portugal, whatever it is. Like, no, it don't work, guys. It don't work for when you're doing a rebuild. When you're doing a rebuild, you need men that know the league, proven talent. You need a few of those. You can mix it up. But you can't bring a young striker in and say, "Oh, yeah, 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 your pressure's on now. Take your chance." I guarantee you, when there's, like you said as well, if he was playing for a non-league side or whatever, he probably scores every single chance that he gets because of the pressure. But the thing is, the pressure of Man United is just too much, and he needs coaching. He needs like a Fernando Torres or a Zlatan Ibrahimovic to take him under his wing and proper man to man coaching like that for this league, and he needs to be taught. I don't know. The thing is as well, I don't know with these young players nowadays, because they're multi-millionaires already in their minds. They're already there, like, so I don't think you. I don't. This is why I think you're missing the kind of Roy Keane kind of players, Paul Scholes kind of players, David Beckham, Ryan Giggs, loyal to one club. I think you're missing those kind of players. Yeah, yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah, that's the only way you buy him. Yeah, to do that to him, and this is. Do you know what Yeah, yeah, you should have just kept Hoyland. At least with Hoyland, every time that guy come off the pitch, he was sweating. His shirt was sweating. He would. I feel sorry for him, and even De Bruyne is saying to him now, like, what are you doing all this running? I don't need you coming to me. I want you looking forward and looking for these balls that I'm going to play. You don't come to the damn ball, and that's it. That's literally it. That's all we needed. Like, we just needed a little bit of man management coaching. Amarim's got Hoyland running left, right, sprinting, like, and I felt so sorry for him because you can visually see him running, like, and to bring someone in that doesn't run, like, that can't put pressure, don't hurt no one, no passion, like, no one, like, you to be a striker for Man United, yeah. You need to have that. You need to have a little bit about you. You need to have an edge. You need to have that Wayne Rooney factor. You need to have a little bit of edge. I'll take. There was a good chance where I can't remember if it was this game or the last one where we played a through ball for Sesko and he goes for it. The keeper comes out and he pulls out halfway. And was it the Villa game? Any strike, any striker where any proper man knows that's playing up front, you have to get your toe on that ball. He fucking pulled out. I was like, oh my god, this guy's a yeah. That's 3 or 4 months. Not even get games. Like, yeah. Mm. And imagine, imagine, guys, as well. You've got a strike like Rude said he wants to stay on as the coaching staff. You've got a striker like Sesko coming through. Who better to have on that coaching team than Rude Van Nistelrooy? Like, who better? Oh my God! He dropped what he showed as his years as Man United is that he was stubborn, unwilling to change, and like, why would you refute? You got a young striker coming in, and you say no. Someone like Ruud van Nistelrooy, he can't offer no value. These other two idiots that I've got here, they're gonna offer more value. Crazy, mate. Yeah, I said it. I said it. I said it. And let me ask you this quickly: you're a striker. And this is what my criticism of Ruben was last season. You're a striker. You're playing up front. You're doing all the running. You're not getting no goals. The team's still losing. Any decent manager worth his salt says, right, look, we're going to rotate you. We've got two strikers. We're going to rotate it. We're going to rotate it so the pressure's not all on you. Even Hoyland said he felt like the pressure. Do you remember that game last season? I can't remember what game it was last season where I think it was Dalot got the ball and he got down the right wing and he literally Hoyland is waiting at the back post for a cutback and he freaking shoots and he freaking goes front post as well, goes into the side netting and Hoyland's just like, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, of course, of course. He won't have to do it, no, because they got the ball. Mm. Yeah, yeah. I think, yeah, yeah, yeah. Adam, how are we doing, sir? What's going on? Oh, you're another happy man, yeah. It's crazy. To take Xerxes off at half time was mad. That was just mad. I just didn't understand it. Yeah, that's it as well. Don't look. I'm gonna lose my voice if I keep saying about. To be fair, Euro done okay. He done okay. That I think what let us down. What let us down yesterday was Sesko up front. If Xerxes up front, all Xerxes needs is some man management and saying to him, "Look, keep your Ras ass up there. Don't come dropping back. Don't want you there, like unless obviously you're playing in that role, like a 10, like behind the striker or something. Keep your ass up front on the last man. Look to run into the channels. We're gonna play through balls. Run the channels. Hold the ball up. Like very basic stuff. You can't tell. People keep saying to me, "Oh, he doesn't play like that. He's this or that." I don't care. Anyone should be able to. Any Premier League player should be able to adjust your game to run into channels and stay on the last man. Come on, man. That's not rocket science. Oh my god, bro, man. That's poor. Do you know people were trolling us at the start of the season with the formation, and they had Mbumo and Cunha playing as wingbacks. Like they were trolling us. Like it's criminal. Like I don't. This is what creates a dilemma. It's because who like most people come in. Most Fletcher comes in. Going to have a striker up front, and he's going to have two wingers, and he's going to have three in midfield, one holding midfielder, and he's going to have two sort of like eights maybe pushing forward and like trying to dictate the game like that. So it's going to be tricky when everyone's back. But Sesko for me cannot start. You don't like just give the kid a break. Let him come on as an impact player. Have to. Mm. To be fair, yesterday I must say it was the other way around. Ugarte was running. He wasn't doing anything special, but he was running. Like that's what you kind of need that from your enforcer. You can't have one young buck running around. And like yesterday, Casemiro looked awful. Like he just looked awful. The amount of times that the ball went between Casemiro and Ugarte was just embarrassing. And I was watching Liverpool versus Fulham yesterday, and Liverpool were trying to break Fulham down. And one thing that always happens to us, teams are able to just play the ball through us, slice us open. I'm watching Fulham players with technical ability under pressure, shutting every single ball that comes in, putting their life on the line to stop that ball getting into that final third. Like, Us with Casemiro and Ugarte, you get through easy. Sorry, I'm freaking losing my voice at the minute. I'm getting so upset. Like I'm with Sesko up front. Like I've just we one. I said to myself, we've got an opportunity. I don't somehow by hook or by crook, we've got an opportunity to get into the top four, top five, back in Champions League football for next season. Somehow we were there. But the manager, if he was still going to play Sesko up front, and he showed it with he showed his inexperience with Hoyland as well, when he just burnt Hoyland out last season. Hoyland needed a break. He needed a damn break, and he just burnt him out. And the so if someone's willing to sacrifice the team to 15th place in the league to do that, then yeah, then did you not hear his interview where he sat there and he said, "Look, I am the manager. They brought me in to play the system. If they don't want me to play the system, if they don't like it, they can make me leave." Like, that's what he said. He said, "It's not like I'm." He said, "It's this is what he said. What made me sick a little bit." He said, It's not like I'm working a normal job and I've got to worry about money. I'm okay." That's what he said. I was like, you got a man sat there saying he don't care if they fire him because he's good. Mm. Man said he doesn't care about being fired because he's good. Fire me. I've got the 15 million. I'm going on holiday now. Exactly. Exactly. He yeah. 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 It's a tough one. It's a tough one. The guy, yeah, yeah. Prime Ferguson would never do that. Freaking Jose Mourinho would never do that. Jose Mourinho have like all these mad sort of game plans, like So, and it just showed his inexperience, like to say you're going to turn up to a new league, the best league, the most competitive league in the world, and you're gonna you that win your title with Sporting Lisbon, like is going to tell everyone else that something better. Like I think he admitted it as well. Something that he's been a bit too arrogant for himself. But it's the money. He's a young man. What is he? He's not even 40. Is he 40 years old? He's worth millions. Like yeah, I think he's 30. No, I think he's nearly 40, isn't he? And he's sitting on about 45 million or something mad like that now. So from after. Just, just two wins. Just beat Everton and beat West Ham, and we're there. Like just not even mentioning Wolves. Not even mentioning Wolves. Just yeah, Wolves as well. Let's mention Wolves. We get those if we get 9 points from those 3 games, we're up. Like look, we're up. Specialist, what's going on, bro? Okay. Yeah, yeah, we fight. Yeah, Mm. 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 Yeah. 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 That's it. Confidence. Confidence. Yeah. No one can say nothing. Yeah. 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 That was stupid. That was stupid. Mm. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Uh, uh, yeah. Uh, uh, yeah, he probably can. Not as much, not as much, but for a Saudi team or a Dubai team, whatever, they'll still pay him. Mm.